Hello everyone, this is Tejas Raj from Sri Venkateswara College of Engineering from the course of Data Science, and I am here to discuss about what is social connect and responsibility. So basically we have to connect with the social and the responsibility towards the environment, how to care the environment also. The first topic is plantation and adaptation of trees. So this presentation explores the importance of plantation and adaptation of trees, highlighting the key principles behind these practices. It derives the significance of the selection, planting techniques and adaptation, and also it empathizes its culture, heritage and organic farming practices, then water conservation and efforts. So let's move on. There are types of plantation, as plantations are broadly classified based on their purpose, structure and the types of plants. So the first one is agriculture plantation, for example coffee, tea, cocoa, sugarcane, cotton and oil palm, these kinds of. Then the purpose, what is the purpose of this? To produce food, textiles and oils for domestic use. Then what is the impact? Contributes to economics but may lead to deforestation and monoculture. There's another type which is forest plantation. For example, we can take about pine, bamboo kind of. Then purpose, what is the purpose of this? Is to meet industrial wood demand, reforestation and carbon sequestration. Then what is the impact? Reduces pressure on natural forest but risk is reduces if monoculture is practiced. The third point is horticulture plantation, which is the focus on the fruit, flowers and ornamental plants, mango, apple, orchards or rose, or you can see in the images like kind of sunflower which is in the background of me. And then the fourth one is urban plantation, which consists of public parks, green belts. It is used to improve air quality, reduces the urban heat island. So these kinds of. The impact is that increases urban biodiversity and rapid urbanization also. The last topic is that about the bioenergy plantation, which is that this plantation grows crops specifically for biofuel production. Then for examples, sugar canes, switchgrass. What is the purpose of this? To produce re-available energy and reduce dependence on fuels. What is the impact of this? Reduces greenhouse gas emission but may lead to competition for arable land. So let's move on. Now we are moving to the importance of plantation in social benefits. The first one is environmental benefits. Plantation plays a critical role or crucial role in climate changes by absorbing carbon dioxide and releasing oxygen. Trees also help in soil conservation, reducing erosion and improving water quality. Then the let's move on. Then we have to select the trees and the plantation technique. For example, choosing the right trees, selecting trees suitable for the local climate and social condition is essential for their survival and growth. The second point is about the proper planting techniques. Planting trees at the right depth and spacing ensure proper root development, as you can see in the image also. Post planting care, providing adequate water, nutrients and protecting from herbivores and pests is crucial for the success for the plantation. So let's move on. Next, we are moving to the water conservation, adaptation of strategies for harsh environment. So, employing techniques like rainwater harvesting and drip irrigation, these are the adaptation. Then, windbreak protection. Then we are moving to the shade and shelter. So, planting trees in cluster or using windbreak barriers mitigates the impact of strong winds. And also, shade and shelters, they provide shades and shelter to newly planted trees. So, let's move on. Basically in the image what I have took the image about the adaptation of tulsi I took. So we'll discuss about what is tulsi, because we also have to plant according to that. So tulsi is a sanctum, is also called as sanctum. It's commonly known as a holy basil, is a reversed plant in Indian culture, often associated with religious and medicinal uses. Also we'll talk about the key adaptation of tulsi is that drought tolerance, heat tolerance, pest and disease resistance and adaptation to soil variability and regenerative growth. So these are the things. And then I have adopted the aloe vera also, as you can see in the second image, which is a key adaptation of aloe vera is that water conservation, drought resistance, then fleshy leaves. It is also useful for the face marks, as if you have any pimples on it. Then flowering adaptations, that while aloe vera does not flower frequently, it can bloom in response to environment and also typically produce a tall flower spike with tubular yellow or orange flower. So let's move on. Now we'll see about the heritage walk, where I went to the ISKCON temple So we'll discuss about that. Then temple history. The temple established in 1970 stands as a testament to the devotion and tradition of the Hare Krishna movement. Then architectural significance. The temple's intricate designs and ornamentation shows the rich culture heritage and craftsmanship of the ancient India. Then spiritual significance, that the temple serves as a center for the spiritual practices, attracting devotees from diverse backgrounds and sense of community also. So let's move on. So I went to the ISKCON temple, where in the Bangalore, it is also known as the Sri Radha Krishna temple, is one of the most renowned spiritual landmarks. And also this temple is not just a place for worship but also a cultural and educational center, attracting millions of visitors every year. It serves a hub of spiritual discourses. And also the ISKCON temple Bangalore is a spiritual and cultural prevention established by the International Society for Krishna Consciousness. The temple represents the teaching and philosophy of the Bhakti movement. So let's move on. Now we'll discuss about the preserving the rich cultural landscape, which is religious artifacts. The temple houses a collection of valuable religious artifacts, including sculpture, painting, and sculptures, all carefully preserved. Then traditional practices. The temple maintains traditional rituals and ceremonies, ensuring the continuity of cultural heritage and spiritual practices. Then cultural education. The temple offers educational programs that promote cultural awareness and understanding, fostering appreciation for the rich heritage of India. So let's move on. The temple also gives the organized educational programs and workshop for the local community, promoting environmental awareness and sustainable practices. Then the temple collaborates on local farmers and community organizes, sharing knowledge and resources to promote sustainable agriculture and environmental conservation. So let's move on. Now we are moving on to the organic farming principle and practices, where soil health, crop rotation, pest control and biodiversity, where it is the first stage is that emphasize on providing social health through natural method like compositing and using beneficial microbes. Then the crop rotation. Rotating crop each season helps control pests and diseases while improving soil fertility. Then the biodiversity also we can discuss, that promoting biodiversity by the planting a variety of crops helps creates a healthy and reasonability of ecosystem. Then let's move on. In this image you can see that I went to the GKVK in the Krishi Mela, where they give a very good tips like principles of organic farming. What are the principles you have to follow? The first thing they told about that health. What is a health, ecology, fairness and care? So the health is that organic farming sustains and enhances the health of social plants, animals and humans. The ecology is that organic farming is rooted in the understanding of ecosystem and their interconnections. Then the fairness. This principle emphasize equality, respect and social justice for all the participants in the food system, including farmers, workers, traders and consumers. Then what are the care? Organic farming requires responsible management of to protect current and future generation, ensuring environmental sustainability and resource conservation. So let's move on. As we know that in water conservation, rainwater harvesting, drip irrigation, then mulching, then efficient water practices. So let's talk about the level 1, which is collecting and storing rainwater for irrigation helps reduce reliance for external resource. Then drip irrigation. This method diverts water directly to the root, minimizing water loss through evaporation. Then mulching, using organic, which helps retain soil moisture, reducing the need for frequent watering. Then efficient watering practices, that watering during cooler hours and avoiding water overwatering helps conserve water and promotes healthy plant growth. Let's move on. As you can see in the image, I went to the Sri Venkateswara College of Engineering, where they have done a very good job at Sri Venkateswara College of Engineering, rising water consumption, water generation pose significant challenges that are necessity innovative solutions. These are solutions with the sewage water they are converting into the water for the irrigation, where it is getting purified. So this is the best technique for the saving the water. And also the project aims to establish a fully functional sewage water treatment and college needs. Basically the key outcomes of this innovative includes that conservation of valuable freshwater resources, then reduce dependency on municipal water supply, then lower operational costs for water usage, improved awareness of water conservation among students and staffs. And also if you want to discuss what is the technology for sewage water purification, is that they have uses the activated sludge process, then member filtration, then constructed wetlands, then UV disinfection also they have been used. So the current water management at this college is that water resource, water consumption patterns, wastewater generation and disposal. Existing challenges water management are that high dependency on external water resources, lack of wastewater, inefficient water use and rising cost. What are the opportunity for the improvement is that wastewater reuse, then water conservation measures, and rainwater harvesting. So let's move on. As you can see in the image, this is the tank where the sewage water will get purified. So basically, the implementation of sewage water purification system at Sri Venkateswara College of Engineering offers a sustainable and cost-effective solution to address the challenge of water scarcity and wastewater management by treating and reusing sewage water by non-portable purposes. It is also used for the watering for the plants. It is not used for the drinking water because it has been purified more, and also it is sewage water consists of bacteria also. And the first point is a comprehensive feasibility assessment, then adaptation of advanced technologies, awareness and training, monitoring, maintenance, and integration encompass sustainability goals, collaboration, knowledge sharing, then scalability and the expansion. So let's move on. Here comes the conclusion about the by integrating tree plantation, the adaptation of strategies, culture, prevention, organic farming, and temple heritage walk as we saw, then health and thriving environments for generation to come. And also we'll discuss what is food walk. So let's move on. Now we'll discuss about the food walk, which is done in Sri Venkateswara College of Engineering. Basically, this presentation dives into the popular food walk at Sri Venkateswara College, showcasing the delicious samosas and egg puffs which I have done, and will show you the veg puff that have become a beloved student tradition. So let's move on. As you can see in the image, we sold lemon juice and egg puff and veg puff of the rupees which you can see on the image. The food walk was begun at the popular food stalls located near the Sri Venkateswara College of Engineering, which our college, where students usually gather between classes. These stalls are easily accessible and providing quiet food and are often bustling with students looking for a snack or a drink. So basically the food stall visited where we visited is the lemon juice stall which freshly squeezed lemon of rupees 15, and experience is that the first stop was a lemon juice stall which had a steady stream of students ordering the drink. The lemon juice was served in a tall glass, then with a slice of lemon. We spent time around 5 to 10 minutes, and the egg puff stall was like uh, egg puff was rupees 30 rupees. Then after the refreshing lemon juice we moved to the egg puff, which was the very popular thing which we went. It took around 10 minutes, which is a long time. And doing the veg puff, where it was a festival time where many people won't eat the non-veg, basically veg puff was the first to complete it, which it was 25 rupees. The experience, the final stop was the veg puff, where we tried the spiced vegetable puff. The puff was larger than the egg puff, filled with a mixture of vegetable like pieces. Let's move on. We also served samosas and egg puffs and a veg puff, and which is samosa is like classical Indian snack with a crispy. Okay, then egg puff was also fluffy and very good in taste, and veg puff was a very good vegetarian version of the egg puff, filled with a blend of vegetables and spices. Let's move on. Basically, the understanding the price in the sense the lemon juice was of 15 rupees, and then around 25 rupees of veg puff, and egg puff was 35 rupees, which is the affordable price for the students in the Sri Venkateswara College of Engineering. Let's move on. Now, the preparing the savory snack behind the scenes is that the skilled chefs carefully prepare the dough of the pastries, ensuring the each one of light and crispy. Then the French ingredients are sourced locally, guaranteed quality and freshness. The fillings are carefully spiced and cooked to prevention and creating a symphony of flavors. Basically, the chef was me, and it was very grateful to be served for each student's their smile and their enjoyment. And also, we also gave a very good encouragement to the students. So let's move on. The highlight of this walk is that the best dish of the walk, which egg puff was the standout dish of the walk. The crisp, flasky, and well-seasoned egg filling made it delicious. The unexpected surprise also was there, like lemon juice was a pleasant surprise. While we expected that the samosa or the egg puff will be finished fast, but the lemon juice was the very great, expensive, and also the unexpected surprise that it got over soon because it was sunny. Then cultural historical insights. The food culture at SVC is a vital part of the campus life experience. Then lemon juice represents stable foods for students, quick, affordable, and also overall atmosphere was the best. As you can see in the image, the energy and the atmosphere where the eating and taking a short break from their studies. It felt like a typical day at a college, fast past. So let's move on. As I said, the taste and the variety and value was also affordable, and the taste is like the students have about the crispy and textures. They enjoyed a lot, and the variety that we gave about egg puff and veg puff and the lemon juice was extraordinary in the time of the sunny, and it was a very good time at a lunch. Then students appreciate the affordable price and the generous portions. So let's move on. Now we'll talk about what is improvements done in that images as we shown in that reduces which the veg puff could be improved by reducing the amount of oil used in the pastry. Then the better organization of at stalls, then variety in veg puff cutting. Overall, the food experience was more beverage operations and explore about the snacks operation. If you have more time, consider exploring other snack option at the college stalls. Then for additional observation, the student center food center culture, the food stalls at SVCE are clearly tailored to meet the needs of students. Then vibrant stalls dynamic also role of food in socializing, local influence on flavors, then sustainability. Crowd management was also a very good enjoyment thing in SVCE. So let's move on. The menu was given very good and nutritional benefit and ingredient transparency while whole grain, vegetable diversity and protein source. So let's move on. It also tells of the popularity and demand for the food work of offering. So it tells that high demand, student favorites, positive word of mouth. Then in new menu items, food truck collaboration and community events. Basically, we gave a very good items for them for the students to have and enjoy it very gratefully. Basically, if you come to the conclusion, the food walk at Sri Venkateswara College of Engineering was a fulfilling experience, where quick and tasty snacks are an essential part of students' life. Basically, lemon juice were the clearly highlights, where it was unexpected surprise, as I told. Then my final thoughts is that if you were visiting Sri Venkateswara College of Engineering, definitely it was a worth checking out for the quiet bite, and the improvement was very good. So this is my social connect with food walk. So thank you everyone for watching this video. Thank you.